Imagine walking down the aisle, staring into the eyes of the man you love, only to realize he's been lying to you since the day you met. Not just about small things. About everything. Including who he really is. My name is Sophia Bennett, and this isn't a love story. This is a story about revenge. About betrayal. And about how I walked right into a trap, without even knowing it. It all started with Daniel Palmer. Tall, dark, with a smile that could melt ice. The kind of man who made you feel like the only woman in the room, until he made you feel like nothing. We were together for 4 years. 4 years of love, promises, and future plans. And then, in one night, he destroyed everything. I still remember the way my stomach dropped when I saw the text flash on his phone. Can't wait to see you tonight, baby. Same place as last time. Sent from my cousin's number. When I confronted him, he didn't even flinch. Just smirked and said, "Come on, Sophia. You didn't really think you were the only one, did you?" I slapped him so hard my palm stung for hours. For weeks, I was a ghost of myself. Crying. Screaming. Plotting. And then one night, scrolling through old photos, I saw him. Nathan Palmer. Daniel's identical twin brother. Same face. Same voice. Same damn smirk. But where Daniel was cruel, Nathan was different. Quiet. Intense. Mysterious. And most importantly, he hated his brother. That's when the idea hit me. What if I made Daniel watch as the woman he betrayed fell in love with his own flesh and blood? I reached out to Nathan under the pretense of closure. We met at a dimly lit bar, and within minutes I knew, this wasn't just revenge anymore. Nathan wasn't just a pawn in my game. He was dangerous. The way he watched me. The way his fingers traced the rim of his glass. The way he leaned in just a little too close when he said, "Daniel never deserved you." I should have run. But instead, I kissed him. Daniel found out, of course. And he lost his damn mind. "You're sleeping with my brother?" he screamed, slamming his hands on my car window one night. I just smiled. "Oh, Daniel. You have no idea what's coming." But then, things got complicated. Because Nathan started acting strange. Secret phone calls. Disappearing for hours. A locked drawer in his nightstand. And the way he sometimes looked at me, like he was studying me. Then came the night I found the text. "She still doesn't know. Keep playing the game." Sent to an unknown number. From Nathan's phone. My blood ran cold. Because suddenly, I realized. I wasn't the one playing games. I was the one being played. The message was sent just 10 minutes ago, while he was in the shower. While I was in the next room, thinking we were happy. Playing the game? What game? The shower cut off. I quickly locked his phone and placed it back on the nightstand, my pulse hammering so loud I was sure he'd hear it. The bathroom door opened. Steam rolled out, and Nathan stepped into the bedroom, a towel slung low on his hips. His dark eyes flicked to me, then to his phone. Did he notice? "You okay?" he asked, tilting his head. "No. I'm not." "Yeah," I lied, forcing a smile. "Just tired." He studied me for a second too long before nodding. "Get some rest. Big day tomorrow." "Right. Our engagement party." The thought made me sick. I waited until Nathan was asleep, his breathing deep and even, before slipping out of bed. My bare feet barely made a sound as I crept toward his dresser. The locked drawer. I'd noticed it weeks ago but never had the guts to look. Now I needed to know. I grabbed a bobby pin from my vanity, hands trembling as I bent it and jiggled the lock. Click. The drawer slid open. Inside was a single manila folder. I opened it. And my blood turned to ice. Dozens of them. Some were recent, me at work, me laughing with friends. But others were from before I even met Nathan. From when I was still with Daniel. A sticky note was stuck to one of the photos, written in messy handwriting. Phase 1 complete. She's hooked. I couldn't breathe. This wasn't just some twisted revenge plot I had started. I was the target. But why? I needed answers. And there was only one person who could give them to me. Daniel. I drove to Daniel's apartment in the dead of night, my knuckles white on the steering wheel. When he opened the door, bleary-eyed and shirtless, his expression shifted from confusion to smug amusement. "Sophia? Miss me already?" I shoved the folder into his chest. "What the hell is this?" He glanced down, and for the first time since I'd known him, Daniel looked scared. His smirk vanished. "Where did you get this?" "From your brother's drawer." My voice shook. Care to explain why he has stalker photos of me from when we were still together? Daniel ran a hand over his face, exhaling sharply. You weren't supposed to find out like this. Find out what? He stepped aside. You should come inside. Daniel poured himself a drink before speaking. Nathan and I, we're not just twins. He took a slow sip. We're partners. Partners in what? Conning women. The words hit me like a punch to the gut. Daniel set his glass down. It started in college. We'd pick a girl, I'd date her, break her heart, then he'd swoop in as the better brother. Once they were hooked, we'd clean them out. Bank accounts, jewelry, sometimes even their identity. I felt dizzy. You're lying. Am I? He pulled out his phone and showed me a text thread with Nathan. Nathan, she's ready. Proposing tomorrow. Once we're married, her trust fund is ours. I stumbled back. My trust fund. The one my grandmother left me. The one I'd told Nathan about in confidence. Daniel's voice was almost pitying. You thought you were playing him? Sophia, you were the mark. I should have cried. Screamed. Called the police. But instead, I smiled. Because they'd made one fatal mistake. They didn't know who they were messing with. I reached into my purse and pulled out my own phone, with the recording app still running. Daniel's face went pale. You're right, I said sweetly. I was playing a game. And you just lost. Daniel's face twisted in horror as he stared at my recording. You planned this? He choked out. I smirked, slipping my phone back into my pocket. Not at first. But once I realized what you and Nathan were doing, I decided to play along. His eyes darkened. You're bluffing. Am I? I pulled up a second recording, this one from Nathan's own words earlier that night. She still doesn't know. Keep playing the game. Daniel's fists clenched. You're dead. I laughed. Oh, Daniel. You really think I came here alone? Right on cue, my phone buzzed. A text from my best friend, Lena. Cops are outside. Just say the word. I had spent weeks gathering evidence. Photos of Nathan following me before we even met. Bank records showing Daniel and Nathan splitting money from past victims. And now, a full confession, recorded in Daniel's own voice. I took a step back toward the door. You have two choices. Walk away and never contact me again, or I press charges, and you and Nathan spend the next decade in prison. Daniel's jaw tightened. You'll regret this. I smiled. I don't think so. Then I turned and walked out, straight into the arms of two waiting detectives. Daniel's shouts echoed behind me as they cuffed him. But Nathan wasn't going down without a fight. He showed up at my apartment the next morning, eyes wild. You bitch, he snarled, shoving past me. You think you're so clever? I stayed calm, my hand in my pocket, finger hovering over the emergency call button on my phone. Clever enough to outsmart you, I said. He lunged. But before he could touch me, the door burst open. Lena stood there, phone raised. Smile, asshole. You're live on Instagram. Nathan froze, face to face with thousands of watching viewers. His reputation was over. The police took Nathan away, but the story wasn't done yet. Because I had one last move. I leaked everything. Their scam operation details. The names of past victims, who later sued them. And most satisfyingly, their mother's reaction when she found out. Turns out, Mrs. Carter had no idea what her sons were doing. She disowned them on the spot. Daniel and Nathan both got 5 years in prison for fraud and stalking. I used my trust fund to start a scam survivor support group. And Lena? She got 50K new followers from exposing Nathan live. As for me, I'm happier than ever. Because the best revenge isn't just hurting them back. It's living so well they have to watch, from behind bars.